Today is Monday, February 24th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. And there's a clipper system that's moving through the Great Lakes. Not a lot going on there. There's an area of low pressure along the Gulf Coast, and that's mainly going to impact the state of Florida today. But everywhere in between is doing okay on this Monday morning. So let's look at the weather map, and there's the clipper system that I'm talking about moving across the northern part of the United States. There's not a lot of moisture with this as of right now, so there's not a lot in the way of shower activity. We got that area of low pressure along the Gulf Coast, plenty of moisture there, so the rain's going to be heavy at times, pushing through Florida, eventually central and south Florida by this afternoon. And yeah, there could be some minor flooding with some of the heavier rain showers working through. That's going to continue to move off to the east and southeast and move offshore by later on tonight. So not a bad day for the end of February in the Midwest. We got 44 today in Grand Rapids, a pair of 48s there for Detroit and Cleveland, 51, and mostly cloudy today in Chicago. At the end of February, after the way January and February have gone so far, this is very nice. 57 today in Des Moines. Low to mid 50s in Cincinnati to Louisville, about 60 or so in Nashville and Memphis, low 60s over there in St. Louis. It is going to kind of stay around where we are until the middle of the week. And then a couple of cold fronts are going to come through. And right now it looks like as we ring in another month, the month of March coming in like a lion this weekend with some really cold air sweeping across the Great Lakes on Saturday. Chicago, over the next couple of days, we're going to peak around 50. It's going to gradually turn cooler. That looks like it happens later in the weekend. The coldest of the air may be staying just off to your north. Temperatures in the southeast are pleasant, but they're definitely cool, but seasonably so, meaning it's not too atypical for this time of the year. Mostly low to mid 60s, 64 in Atlanta today, as we said, 60 in Memphis. The rain in New Orleans is this morning. In fact, a lot of us probably missed it if you slept in, 7 or 8 o'clock. Depends on when you're watching this. But the rain's now moving through the panhandle of Florida, and then this afternoon it'll slide south and east across the Florida Peninsula, eventually Fort Lauderdale this afternoon. 70 tomorrow in Charlotte, and it'll be about that on Wednesday. Looks like a little bit of cooler air coming in for the end of the week into the start of the weekend. Clouds are increasing this morning in Fort Lauderdale. Rain will develop this afternoon, becoming heavy at times, and the rain will be heavy at times for the third part of the day, even some embedded thunderstorms possible. That's going to keep temperatures cool the next couple of days. Clouds lingering, but overall not too bad. Certainly not the really nice weather I think we saw probably last week when the rest of the country was freezing. South Florida was in the low and mid 80s, so not quite as warm as it was last week. All right, that is your Monday morning weather update. I hope everyone has a fantastic start to your week. And remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.